We're going to be looking at some trading at market open. Now you see that on Eurjpy, Euro Yen, we got have massive dropped. We have massive dropped. So from here all the way down here, got the massive drop. So market open in this particular case, and then we got a bearish candle, a nice engulfing candle, bullish, and then we got rejected at this level here. So we got massive drop down, as you can clearly see. Okay. Alright, now if you go on the 4-hour time frame, so see where we are currently. Okay, so that's where we are. Okay, we've got a massive drop down, as you can clearly see here. Okay. Alright, so the point that we are trading, the point that we're trading is here and here. Okay, now let's take what we got. Okay, so zoom in on the 5-minute time frame, and then we are currently here. We're going to drop down the 2-minute time frame as well. Okay, to see this better. Okay, so market open in this particular case. So I'll show you a trade that I positioned myself in. Now market open initially. Okay, and we got a massive rejection here, weak on both sides, and here that's where market stopped. So market actually stopped here. Now we have a bullish candle form, a doji form, and then we had a big engulfing candle. So clearly what we have is we have a failure to go even higher. So market failed to go higher to fill in the gaps. Instead market got rejected. So what we can clearly see is that we have a break of structure on the downside. So we have a break of structure here on the downside. Okay, the downside. So what are we looking for is we're looking for an entry to buy all the way to this support level here. So what I did is I look at the fib from this high to here. Okay, and then you'll see that we have a fair value gap. We have a fair value gap here. Okay, and then we had the 61%. Okay, so what I did is I placed a pending order on here, so it was something here, 61%. Now in terms of stops, my stops was just underneath this engulfing candle here. Okay, and my target was 1 to 2. So my target was actually 1 to 2, 1 to, I think it was 1.3 or something. So that's the way it was. Targeting this low here a little bit, just to check this one here. Okay, so that was the first trade that I entered. Okay, so market went down, as you can clearly see we have another break of structure here. Downside. And you can clearly see that we do have a nice engulfing candle as well. So we have a fair value gap that has been printed on this side here. So a nice engulfing, a nice candle being printed. And then I was like, okay, so most likely price may come back to this and then start continue downwards. So what I was like, okay, so let's go for fib again, so from here to here. Okay, and then you see that in this case market didn't come back up, so market didn't retrace to 61% or even 50%. Instead market just came here and then just crashed all the way inwards. Alright, so that's what happened. So market crashed all the way inwards. Okay, so market crashed all the way inwards. Okay, and here we have it nice again. So we've got break of structure here. So that's our break of structure, and then we have continuation on the downside. Okay, now the thing is we need to be so here. That's where the tricky part is, because we are in the support zone. Okay, so if you use a fib, so from this candle to here, okay, then we're looking for, so we have a fair value gap here as well. You can see fair value gap before that. So ideally you want to place your stop, your target profit, you want to place entry here. Then my stop would be above this one here, as you can clearly see. Then we target 1 to 2, 1 to 2. Okay, here we go, and then you can see that we indeed got this one here. Alright, now what we also have is a divergence happening. So we have, a convergence happening. So price is going down, but RSI is getting stronger and stronger. Okay, and eventually what happened is we have this break of the downtrend. So this downtrend got broken. So broke the structure here. So we have a change of character. Okay, change of character, and then we keep on going. We have a break of structure here, and then the pullback to push it on this side. We had a nice pattern here. You can see nice one here, and eventually what happened is we had a break of structure on this side. So we had a break of structure on this side, so bullish break of structure on the other side. Okay, so what I was looking for a market to come back down to this here, or even here, and then continue pushing upwards. Alright, so we're looking for that. Now what happened is, so I was here and I was okay, so market came, I think market came to here. Market came to here? No, market came to, okay, so market, so look. Alright, so market, yeah, so market was here, and market was trying to come down. Okay, so now what I saw is I was okay. So here, so market wicked this, took liquidity, goes down, and then from here it broke up. So what we have is we have an order block sitting up on this side. So you can clearly see the market come back here, but I'm going to try it. So we have an order block sitting up on this side. Alright, and market came up, test this, go up, come back down here, and test this again. Okay, test this again. I was like, okay, so let's go for the fib. So I did this from this side to this side here. I'm looking for a 61%. As you can see, we have a 61% on this particular case. So one of my entry was here. Oops, my entry was here, 61%. And stops was underneath this candle here, and I was looking for again 1 to 2. Okay, so 1 to 2 was somewhere here. Okay, so and you can clearly see that we got this one as well. Alright, now if we go on the 1 minute time frame, okay, so see if we go on the 1 minute time frame, we can refine this to here if you want to do that. Okay, and then what we got is we have a break of structure here, and then you want to know the pullback that causes this break of structure. So the pullback that causes this break of structure is going to be this candle here. Okay, so that's just the one that causes this pullback. So market came down here as well. Now we do have this one here, so we need to be careful, but then we're getting some nice rejection as well. So rejection. Okay, so people will be entering. It was like, okay, so wait for this. So you can actually enter in this. So we have a hammer candle here, nice hammer candle here, stop would be here, and then you can actually go for 1 to 2, and then you would have this one here. Okay, but I'm still expecting the market to come back and see what will happen. Create lows, high, so high. Okay, let's go to the 2 minute time frame. Okay, so that's 2 minute time frame, so market's going up, and here, that's what we have something here. Okay, now so far, market's been going up, so market's been going up, so you can see that we have a pullback here, market's going up, and then I noticed that we are failing to break this high. So what we have is we have grab of liquidity. So we've got liquidity being taken out on the upside. Liquidity being taken out on the upside, and then we had a printout of this candle here. Okay, this candle here. And then I was like, you know what, I want to see a break of structure, and here we go, we have a break, we have one, well actually a change of character. Here we have a change of character, as you can clearly see, change of character, and I was like, okay, I've got a change of character. Okay, so what's going to happen now? So change of character here, and I can see that momentum strength is getting weaker, and then we have a fair value gap, so we've got a fair value gap here. A fair value gap on this side, and I was like, okay, I'm going to enter on on the fibs again, so from here to here. Okay, so we got this one here, so 61%, go for 61%, and then stop would have been above here. Okay, and we're going to look for 1 is to 2, so 1 is to 2 somewhere here. Okay, so that's where we were going to go through. Okay. Now we could have done so pretty much got this come down from here. Got the impulse move, so from here, say to here. Alright, 61%. Okay, so that's where now you need to be careful with the stop loss. So it could be here, but risk reward ratio here is fine. So came back, wick this, wick again, and then we managed to break through. And what we have is we have another break of structure, as you can clearly see. Okay, so we've got a break of structure happening. So this got taken out, so this level got taken out, and then we have a break of structure on the downside. Break of structure on the downside, and then we continue going downwards. So now we have fib from here to the high. Okay, and we have a fair value gap here, so you can clearly see we have a fair value gap here, a big fair value gap, and 61% is here. So we could have waited for an entry. So we came back here, we saw that we have a nice rejection candle, so you could have actually entered here, and then stop would have been here. Want an aggressive stops, and then target would be 1 to 2 as well. Okay, and you can see market from here, demand kicked in, and market pushed all the way up in this particular case. Now from here, what we have is we have again from the high to the lows, we got a retracement to 61% retracement to fill this fair value gap on this side. Okay, and then what happened is we fill this fair value gap on this side, this value gap, and then market hit this, and then we continue on the downside, as you can clearly see. Okay, continue on the downside, we kept on going, and at that time throughout the day I was pretty much busy. Okay, so we have a nice downtrend here, as you can clearly see, nice downtrend, and we broke through this downtrend, retest, and then we started going up. So a nice uptrend here from this side. Okay, if you want to be trading trends, so you can buy here and go all the way to the high over there. So this would have been a nice entry as well. So something like this, stop would have been here, and target all the way here. So very, very good. 11.2 again, so something that you could do, but to be safe. Yeah. Alright, so again, so you could have ride all this the way down here, as you can clearly see, and then market reverse from that. We also have a nice convergence happening here, and all the way up. Okay, and that's when market sold off. So resistance, okay, double top, and then we just sold off. So pending orders could be here, and then all the way down here is nice, and now we are trading sideways, as you can clearly see. So from here to here, or to here, so here for example, that's a nice one. 5 minute time frame, let's see what we got. Here we go. Okay, so nice trade running, so 1 2 3 4 5 over there. Okay, so nice trade on this side again. So be able to identify pattern, I would say pattern is the big one. So pattern, reversal pattern, so we've got a nice reversal pattern here. Okay, so nice reversal pattern, so we have nice candle, and then a doji, and then so we've got green, doji, and then a red engulfing candle. Okay, so red engulfing candle, and then we go down. So that is a reversal pattern on the top. Okay, and similarly, so a bullish reversal pattern will be got the red candle, a doji candle, and then a green candle to go up. Market started going up, so look out for these ones. So these are nice again, so look for them at key levels. So here this happened, good. Okay, so we've gone to the pattern here, you can clearly see we've gone to the pattern here, that's fine. Okay, so here it's not displayed, but it's very powerful when you do see it. Okay, so here it's not there. Okay, so here we do have something like this similar, but not engulfing. So we've got red, doji, green. Okay, keep going. So here we have one. Okay, green, doji, red. Okay, then we want downside again. It's not at this resistance level either. So here we have a nice one. So the resistance at a nice one here we have at this particular point. Got green, a hammer this time, and rejection. Here we go. So green, inverted hammer, and a red candle. Okay, same thing here, red. Wow, it's most like a small hammer, a spin ball. Here, and then we want up to this side. Okay, I'm trying to look for it. Nothing here. Let's go and find the time frame. Maybe we have some here, or maybe not. So here instead we have hammer candle there. Here we go. We have a nice one, red, doji, and green, and then we buy all the way. So here, for example, enter here. Stop loss would be below this one, and then in this case, we are going to ride this all the way to support here, or even 50%. So if you do 50% from the build from here to here, 50% is going to be, or 61% is going to be here. That's a nice one. Okay. Again, I'm just using 61% for fib, or you can use fair value gaps. Okay, so that's what I'm using here. Again, so make sure that your fair value gaps are nicely. So for example, here we have from this side to this side 61%, as you can clearly see, 61%, and then we have a retracement to the fair value gap here, and then we have a nice pattern. So red, doji, hammer, and then red. Okay, so green, sorry. So in this case, something here below that, 1 to 2, and here we go. Okay, so you need to go with the flow of the market. So we have a resistance zone here that we have created. Okay, and then market pushback came here, came all the way here, but this flow part, so this part here, we're still bullish. Okay, so as long as this is not broken, okay, then we are technically bullish side on this small time frame. Yes, small time frame. Again, small time frame. So here we go. So we are here now. So look at that. So we are going like this now. So we definitely have some sign of weakness going on. Okay, so let's see how far we've reached from here to here. So okay, so we are at this point, but we are going sideways. We are indeed going sideways. We have a few fair value gaps on this side. Okay, so we have something here happening, and we're getting there, trying to take some buyers. So most likely we're gonna go up. Okay, let's go on the 2-minute time frame. Let's see what we have. Break of structure here. So looking for the to happen. So we're creating highs. So we're creating new highs. So here, pull back, go up, pull back, go up. So it took liquidity. Okay, so something like this. So this is valid liquidity because we went down to take liquidity. This one's not valid-ish. We have not taken liquidity yet. So this took liquidity from there. This took liquidity there, so you can clearly see where we are. Okay, boom, boom. Okay, so we do have fair value gaps. That's the order flow here. We have an order flow. Okay. Now we are not getting any rejection happening, so break structure came down, went up, and we're not getting a rejection pattern at all. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. So we need to see some break of structure. So if we're going to go on the downside, then I want to see something like this. So we have a break of structure here, came up, break of structure, came up, and then I enter 4 down. Okay, so I need to see this happening. Okay, good. Right now, hopefully that's help you to see the market shift, so the market shift, continuation, break structure, and opportunities with the fib. And here we are currently on this particular case again. So do use the fib to know where we are standing in this particular case. Okay, so we're currently here. So this is acting at resistance. Okay, so we want to take our liquidity above that. So this is indeed a little bit of validation there. Okay, we just need to see continuation on the downside. Okay, so let's take a look what we got here. As you can clearly see that we are indeed in uptrend. So this here got taken out, and we're looking at some of the order flow as well. Okay, not just discount zone, fair value gap, break of structure, but also some of the order flow, as you can clearly see. Okay, so this is our order flow. Market come back into this one, tap into this one, go up, and then we have a nice retracement here. So market come back, tap into this one, go up, and then we had this one. So market come back into this one, tap into this one, go up. And here we had the downtrend. It's more downtrend here. So this, get rid of this. So therefore we've got this one. Okay, so here market come back, came back into this one. We had a nice hammer candle here, and that's where we are setting up. Okay, now we have fair value gap here as well. Okay, so if we do our target of 1 to 2, so we'd have 1 here, but let's see where we go. Will we go to this level or not? Okay, just looking at some of the order flows that we have. Okay,